Good day, good day. Hey everyone, I'm Karina from the Better Than Bear tribe, and you guys might wonder what the heck Better Than Bear means. Basically, what it means for me is that we are all amazing. We are perfectly imperfect, exactly the way we're meant to be, and having our skin bare and opening ourselves to the world is awesome. There's nothing better than that. Really, there isn't. But sometimes, we want to make ourselves a little bit better than bear. So we want to add a little something, and that's what I want to teach you guys to do. This is really basic. I'm not a professional, okay? I'm a 51-year-old lady who is just through time, practice, experiment, and a whole lot of goof ups, learned how to do makeup for kind of the average woman. Listen, if you've got mad crazy skills and you are like some major Instagrammer, I am so excited that you're here. But please, no, this is a judge-free zone. This is just a place to play with some makeup, learn a few tricks, share a few ideas, and have a whole lot of fun, okay? So let's get started. First things first, you gotta look good naked, right? This is how you look good naked. You take care of your skin. So once you've kind of done all that, we'll do another video on that another day. But today, let's start with how we're gonna give ourselves a really nice base, a nice, simple, easy, no fuss, not looking like we sat there and poured makeup on our face, because it's just not happening. When you're over the age of 40, it gets a little bit, well, let's just say Mistress Time likes to, tickle your face. So when you put on too much makeup, it can make you look really cakey, really heavy, and older. We don't want that. Okay, so this is what I'm going to start with. I happen to use these products. These are the products that I sell. You do not have to use them. This is not what this is about. I'm just going to show you what you use, and you can find a product that works best for you, okay? Real simple. But if you do want them, I'm going to leave my link in the description so you can grab it for yourselves, okay? Otherwise, let's get rolling. Always start with primer. Here's the first thing. I'm a cheap Dutch girl. There is no questions, no ands, ifs, or buts about it. I am all about saving money. And let me just say, I thought primer was just a great big scam to just have them take more of your money. But I was wrong. Yes, I just said that. I was wrong. Enjoy it. No, I say it all the time. But seriously, it is just a great way to kind of set your face, get it ready. It's like if you're going to go and paint a picture, a painting, like a masterpiece, like you're the masterpiece. Or if you were going to go paint your walls, you're not just going to suddenly throw out paint. You're going to see everything. That's what this does. This is like the primer for your face. So let's get rolling, okay? All right. First things first. You got a clean face. It's moisturized, and you've put on your SPF, and you're all ready to go. Your toner, you're ready, right? So what normally I would do is I would put this on earlier. So that's about how much I used, really small amount. I'm just going to rub it all over my face. Hang on, got to get the hair out of the way. Don't we all? Hey, there we go. So I'm just going to put that all over. And one of the things that I like about this is that I can put this on just keep it in my bathroom, put it on just after my faces, like I've got all my moisturizer on, and then I can go make my bed, have a cup of tea, get dressed, whatever, and then come back, and this is really ready to go. But I'm not going to make you sit here for 5 minutes and just stare at me going. So we're going to pretend and fast forward. So here we go. So the second thing I was going to do is let's talk a little bit about foundation. Now, some people don't want any. They don't wear it. You can still wear a primer. Foundations come in a variety of choices for you. In the winter, I prefer to use my Liquid Touch foundation. For me, it is one that I really like. I hated wearing foundation before. It was the most obnoxious thing I've ever had. It always felt cakey and greasy and thick. This I actually would be excited to put on in the morning, and I've tried a lot. So I'm, like I said, these are just my experiences. A lot of people like Maybelline Fit or some of those kinds, and there's a variety of wonderful names out there that you can use. Again, this is just my personal preference, okay? So you can get cream foundation, you can get pressed powder foundation, you can get loose powder foundation, you can get liquid foundation, and you can use a BB cream. Now, a BB cream is kind of a mix between a foundation and a moisturizer, so if you've got really dry skin, that's great, but the coverage is not that heavy. This one can give you medium to full coverage depending on how much you want. The loose powders tend to give you kind of a light to medium. It's really nice for just a super soft, really fresh, bright look. You're in, out, done. And then the pressed powder, you can actually press on your face and then use a brush to kind of blend it all in. That'll give you a much fuller coverage. So let me go with this one because it's just, I really like it. So you got to shake it. You gotta give it some love. I'm not sure why my lights are going on and off and on and off and bright and full. So I'm gonna, hopefully it doesn't show up in the video, but if it does, well, you know what? I'll just have to make another one next time and figure this out. So I love to use my liquid foundation brush. You can get them anywhere. This happens to be unique. So 1, 2, 3 is all I really need, but I'm gonna put one more just for good luck. So here we go. It's super simple. I can color match. Make sure you are using this part of your neck to color match. Don't use your wrist because it'll be completely wrong and you're going to end up looking like an Oompa Loompa. And we don't want that. So I'm just dabbing this all over my face. I even put a little bit under my eyes and then I just start putting circles. So while we're doing this, I'm giving my face a little massage and going over it, kind of like, do you guys remember back in the old days when our moms used to use waxers? Do you remember those, the little machines, and they go back and forth and they had the little whirly things? Pretend you're doing that and go all over your skin. Now, why would you want to use this specific brush? Because this is a liquid foundation brush. There are many companies and they all have them. Use the correct tool for the job. It is so important to do that. I can't tell you how important it is to use the correct equipment. I have a blind and window covering business, and I tell you, if I'm trying to go and install a roller shade, which has to be perfectly level, and I'm trying to do it without a level or without the right drill, it's going to be a train wreck and it's never going to work right. It'll be okay, but it's not going to ever work the way we really need. So that's what you want to do. You want the right tools for the job. Start with what you can afford. Get the best you can afford, and you can always upgrade later. I'm just saying, it's just an important thing to do. I never used to subscribe to that. I was always like, oh, forget it. We don't need it. You don't need that much, blah, blah, blah. Get the right tools for the job. You are going to thank yourself. And so is your skin. All right, so now I'm going to use a really highly pigmented concealer because the good Lord put a little bit of luggage underneath my eyes. And as you get older, the skin here, as you can see, gets thinner. And as it gets thinner, you see more and more of the darkness coming through. All right, it happens. So unless you want to go and get a whole bunch of needles, not my thing. Could be yours. Let's get yourself a good concealer. Now, I've used some of the liquid concealers, from the drugstore, and they did a good job. There's no question. Some of them were in a stick. Some of them were like in a little wand. This one has blown my mind because I have a little port wine birthmark here. And I do have dark circles. I find this works really, really well. Now, I've got a few colors here. And the reason I've got a couple is because my skin color changes throughout the year, just like yours does, right? So right now, I'm going to use the lightest one, which is this. So you can do it a bunch of different ways. I'm going to actually put it on my finger this time so you can see how little you need when you invest in a really good high pigment product. It's going to make a huge difference for you, okay? You're going to be saying, thanks. So here's what I'm going to do. Put just this little tiny bit on. That's it. About the length of a grain of rice. And I guarantee you I got a 90% chance I put too much on here, but I didn't want to have not enough. So now I put it on my hand and on my ring finger because it's gentle. Must be gentle. This is delicate skin. So we're not going to like cake it on. We're not going to do a big V. I learned from one of my heroes, Wayne Goss. He's on YouTube. You need to watch him. He's amazing. He's really good at explaining mature skin because, I'm sorry, it just acts different. It's like, back in the day when your eyelids were all the way up, visiting your forehead. Well, now kind of wants to visit your chin, your cheek and your chin, right? Things change, so let's work with it. All right, here we go. I've warmed it up on my hand, so it's gonna be really flow well. So let's only put it in the areas we want to highlight. I wanna put it kind of in the corner of my eye, a little bit here, kind of on my cheek, right? Just to kind of highlight that. I'm gonna put a little bit in my smile line. For those of you who wanna know the fancy name, it is a nasolabial fold. Isn't that fancy? Now, he also taught, put a little bit on your face right in here, and that works really, really well. I really wish we could fix this lighting, but I will have to sort that out. So again, I'm putting it here. Now, again, on the inside here. I'm going to work it out, but I'm not going to do a ton. You can use a brush, you can use a blender, do whatever works for you. I'm going to put a bit on my chin because I want to make that pop, and I want to put a little bit on the brow. So he likes to put it right here. So let's see. So I found a dollar store. I got a whole bunch of these. Put on a little setting spray, make it damp, pat away. I prefer to use my little handy dandy liquid foundation brush. I just find it works really well. So I'm going to just start by patting, and I'm just bringing that over, but I'm not really working hard at that. Now, I always have a red nose. Okay, I'm kind of like Rudolph. So I'm getting older. I'm noticing my nose is getting redder. So it kind of looks a little weird. So I like to make sure that I just kind of spread it in there. Now, everybody's different. Some people will say, oh my gosh, you should never do it that way. You know what? Time, trial, practice, you know, an error. It's how you learn, right? So there you go. I've just done that, and I'm kind of blending it all in, and I'm even going to put a little bit on my cheekbone because I want to kind of brighten that and bring it up. So you can see the difference really quick, okay? Let's go here. I think today we're just going to do a little bit of a tip and trick of foundation. I'm going to work on my lights here to see if I can't fix this for you guys, because that's got to be really annoying. So again, blending it in, bringing it up. Here's, again, I put some in the center. I'm going to kind of feather it out like this, right? Because I want to bring it in here. I want to bring it in here. Okay, I'm not happy with this. This is really not cool. So here we go. Fix that nasolabial line and make it all disappear. And I'm going to take what little tiny bit is left on here on top of my eyelids, just a smidge. If you don't have eye primer, this is another good way to do it. So there you go. That's it. We've done your primer, your foundation, and your concealer. Anything you do over and above this is just a bonus. Throw on a little lip gloss, maybe just mascara, and you are ready to go. Nobody said makeup had to be hard, and it might be just all you need to kind of like make yourself feel a little bit better. And isn't that worth it? You're worth it. So remember, you beautiful, amazing ladies, I appreciate you being here. It matters a ton to me. You are so perfectly imperfect, exactly the way you are meant to be. And I want to say, welcome to the tribe. Love you guys lots. Talk to you soon. Cheers.